As we grow older, the days start to feel more precious, don't they? The years have a way of reminding us that time is a gift, and with each passing moment, we find ourselves cherishing the simple things more and more. In our younger years, we often get caught up in the hustle, always trying to do more, to be more. But as time moves on, we begin to understand something truly valuable. Living well isn't about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters. It's about embracing the moments that bring peace, joy, and fulfillment. For many of us, the idea of slowing down might feel a little uncomfortable at first. Society often tells us that productivity and constant motion are the keys to a good life. But the truth is, as we age, the secret to happiness and health isn't found in rushing through life or keeping up with the fast pace of the world. It's about finding balance, taking time for ourselves, and reconnecting with what truly nurtures us. Our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. I know some days might feel a little harder than others, and it might be tempting to just keep pushing through. Maybe you're thinking, I've always been the one who keeps going, who does everything for others. But what if I told you that true strength comes from knowing when to rest, when to slow down, and when to focus on yourself? You've given so much of your time to others over the years, but now it's time to think about your own well-being. It's time to be kind to yourself. So, I want to talk to you about a few simple ways you can embrace this stage of life in a way that feels right for you. This isn't about doing less, it's about doing what feels best for your health and happiness. I'll be sharing tips that you can easily weave into your routine, things that you may already be familiar with but may not have fully embraced just yet. I'd love to know, what's one thing that's been on your mind lately when it comes to living well in your golden years? Is there a habit or change you've been thinking about making? Let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to hear from you and continue this conversation. As we age, the importance of rest and sleep becomes more evident. It's easy to overlook how crucial sleep is, especially when life is filled with responsibilities and daily demands. But the truth is, taking the time to rest and prioritizing sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's about preserving your health and well-being for the years ahead. Think about the nights when you've stayed up later than you should have. Maybe you were watching TV or chatting with friends, thinking it wouldn't hurt to push your bedtime just a little longer. Yet, the following day you felt tired, irritable, or not fully energized. That's the thing. Rest is one of the most powerful gifts you can give to yourself, especially as the years go by. I know, life doesn't always allow for perfect rest. Sometimes we have celebrations, social events, or even work obligations that keep us awake. But here's the thing, we can choose how often we put ourselves in those situations. It's not about avoiding life's joys, but about balancing them with what truly nurtures our bodies. The beauty of sleep, of quiet evenings, is that it's a simple way to help our minds and bodies restore. As we grow older, our bodies send clear signals when we've pushed too far, and there's wisdom in listening. If you're feeling worn out, it's okay to say no to one more activity or one more task. Prioritizing rest doesn't mean you're weak or lazy. It means you're being kind to yourself. You're investing in your health, both physically and mentally. Your body needs time to recover, repair, and recharge. And without proper sleep, the simple joys of life become harder to appreciate. The trick is to set boundaries for yourself when it comes to sleep. Maybe that means choosing to turn off the TV earlier, saying no to another drink at the party, or deciding to leave work behind for the day. It's in these small decisions that you create the foundation for better sleep. Instead of forcing yourself to stay up, you choose to go to bed early, knowing that tomorrow you will feel more present, more energetic, and more focused. And it's not just about getting any sleep, but about creating a sleep environment that promotes deep rest. A comfortable bed, a peaceful room, and a quiet mind are all part of the equation. It's about nurturing your body so that you can experience the benefits of a good night's rest, waking up not just physically refreshed, but mentally clear and ready to embrace the day with energy. When you choose rest over distractions, you're choosing a life that feels vibrant, peaceful, and full of clarity. The benefits are not just in the moments you wake up feeling energized, but in the long-term health you build. Sleep helps strengthen your immune system, maintain healthy blood pressure, and even support cognitive function. It's truly one of the simplest ways to invest in your future health and happiness. So, tonight, as the day winds down, resist the urge to stay up longer. Turn off the lights, set aside your worries, and sink into the comforting embrace of your bed. Honor the rest your body is asking for, knowing that when you wake up, you'll feel more refreshed and ready to face the day with a clear mind and a joyful heart. If this idea of prioritizing rest resonates with you, comment below and let me know how you plan to make sleep a more intentional part of your life. How can you shift your habits tonight to ensure a better tomorrow? As we grow older, one thing that becomes more and more important is balance, especially when it comes to drinking and socializing. We've all been there. A lively family gathering, a festive dinner, or a celebration with friends. The drinks are flowing, the food is delicious, and the conversation is just so engaging. Feels good to indulge a little, right? But as time goes on, you begin to realize that moderation isn't just a good idea. It's essential for your well-being. It's easy to get swept up in the moment when you're surrounded by familiar faces and tempting treats. Maybe you're offered that second glass of wine, or perhaps you're encouraged to try just a little more of that decadent dessert. It's natural to want to enjoy these moments fully, but it's also important to listen to your body and recognize when enough is enough. The thing is, overindulging doesn't just leave you feeling sluggish the next day. It can affect your health over time, too. The more you enjoy something in moderation, the more you're able to savor it without the side effects that come from excess. When you're younger, you might have been able to bounce back easily from a late night of drinking or a heavy meal. But as we age, our bodies process alcohol and rich foods differently. What once felt like a harmless indulgence may now leave you feeling bloated, tired, or even a little unwell the next day. And let's be honest, waking up feeling rough isn't really worth that extra glass of wine or the third helping of mashed potatoes. That's where being lazy comes into play. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being intentional with what you consume. Being lazy in this context means being mindful of when to stop, so you can enjoy the event without the after effects. You don't need to overeat or drink too much to have a good time. Imagine having a single glass of wine, savoring every sip and allowing the flavors to linger. Rather than finishing your plate in one go, try taking smaller portions, enjoying a little bit of everything, and leaving room to really appreciate the dishes that matter most. There's wisdom in knowing when to take a step back, when to gracefully accept that you've had enough and allow your body to rest. Think about the last time you attended a party or dinner gathering. Maybe you had a great time, but at some point you started feeling full or tired. Instead of pushing through, it's okay to listen to that feeling and know when it's time to say goodbye. A peaceful, well-rested night is always better than the discomfort of overindulgence. Hydration is another key player here. While others may be refilling their wine glasses, consider alternating with a glass of water or sparkling water. It's refreshing, it helps with digestion, and it can prevent you from feeling too bloated or uncomfortable later. Water can be just as festive as a cocktail, especially if you add a slice of lemon or cucumber for a little flair. The joy of these moments of celebrating with friends or family is in the connections, not the quantity of food or drink consumed. You want to feel light, energized, and able to fully engage with the people around you. So next time you're at a celebration, try this. Take a deep breath, enjoy the company, savor your food and drink, but most importantly, remember that balance is key. Choosing to be lazy about overindulgence means you're choosing to honor your health and happiness. In the end, it's all about quality over quantity. You deserve to enjoy these moments without feeling overwhelmed by the aftereffects. It's not about missing out, but rather about making each experience more meaningful. As much as we live in an age where technology is deeply integrated into our lives, one of the best ways to enrich our daily experiences, especially as we grow older, is to limit the time spent on digital devices. It's easy to become absorbed in the world of screens. Whether it's scrolling through social media, watching endless videos, or catching up on the news. While these activities can be entertaining or informative, they often come at the cost of the moments that truly matter in life. Time spent with family, enjoying nature, or simply relaxing in a way that recharges us for the days ahead. Think about how many times you've been sitting in a room with others, yet everyone is distracted by their phones or tablets. While technology can be a tool for connection, it can also pull us away from real, meaningful interactions. You might find yourself scrolling through pictures or reading articles online, yet still feel a sense of emptiness, as if you've missed out on the more meaningful connections that exist in the real world. Limiting screen time can be an easy way to reconnect with the people around you, share a laugh, or simply enjoy a quiet moment together. You might ask yourself, how much of my day is truly spent in the real world? Limiting screen time doesn't mean abandoning technology altogether. It means setting healthy boundaries, whether it's deciding to check emails only at certain times of the day, reducing your social media activity, or turning off your devices during meals or family time. This gives you space to enjoy life more intentionally. By spending less time in front of a screen, you're giving yourself the opportunity to create memories that will last much longer than any virtual experience could. But it's not just about social connections. The less time we spend on our devices, the more time we have to engage in other enriching activities. Whether it's picking up a book, taking a walk, or learning a new hobby, you might find that your mind feels clearer, your thoughts more organized, and your stress levels lower when you cut back on screen time. Instead of mindlessly scrolling, you can use those precious hours to engage in something that nourishes your spirit, whether it's nurturing a creative outlet or simply enjoying a peaceful moment of solitude. Another reason to reduce screen time is its impact on your mental and physical health. Long hours spent in front of a screen, especially before bed, can interfere with your sleep patterns. The blue light emitted from devices can affect your circadian rhythm, making it harder for you to fall asleep and get a restful night. By limiting screen time, especially in the evening, you give your body the chance to wind down naturally, leading to better sleep and, ultimately, better health. There's a deeper sense of fulfillment that comes from real-life experiences. When we step away from the constant pull of screens, we start to focus on what truly matters: moments of connection, personal growth, and living in the present. Limiting screen time doesn't mean that you have to give up technology entirely. Rather, it's about making space for a richer, more balanced life. You may find that the world outside the screen is far more rewarding than you once realized. The beauty of life is that it's happening around you all the time. Don't let it pass you by while you're glued to a device. By limiting screen time, you're not just freeing up your hours, you're reconnecting with the things that matter most. In a world that often seems fast-paced and complicated, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves as we age is simplicity. This isn't about making life boring or limiting ourselves from enjoying things. Rather, it's about embracing a lifestyle that focuses on what truly matters. When we talk about simplicity, it's not just about clearing out clutter from our homes, though that can certainly help. It's also about simplifying our daily routines, thoughts, and even our relationships. The beauty of simplicity lies in its power to help us find peace, purpose, and happiness in the most straightforward of things. For many of us, as we get older, we begin to realize that it's not the endless pursuit of material things or a busy calendar that brings lasting fulfillment. It's the quiet moments, the small joys, the time spent nurturing relationships, and the freedom of living with less stress. By simplifying your life, you create space for these things to flourish. You might start by looking at your daily routine. Are there habits or commitments that no longer serve you? Perhaps there are social events, obligations, or even work tasks that you've been saying yes to out of habit, even though they no longer bring you joy or contribute positively to your well-being. Letting go of these unimportant distractions is one way to introduce simplicity into your life. You might find that when you stop overloading yourself with commitments, you have more energy for the things you truly care about. Simplifying doesn't just stop at your schedule, though. It also applies to your relationships. As we grow older, we begin to realize that quality truly outweighs quantity. Instead of trying to maintain countless friendships or acquaintances, focus on the relationships that truly matter. Those that bring you support, happiness, and understanding. It's okay to let go of toxic relationships or people who don't contribute positively to your life. Simplifying your social circle means spending more time with the people who nourish you and add value to your experiences. In addition to these, simplicity in the physical space around you can create a sense of calm and clarity. You don't need a mansion full of possessions to feel fulfilled. Often, it's the simple things that bring the most joy. A comfortable chair to sit in, a warm cup of tea, a good book, or a quiet walk in nature. By decluttering your home and focusing on what's truly meaningful, you can create a space that reflects the peace and simplicity you want to cultivate in your life. Simplicity also brings freedom. The less we hold on to, the less we have to worry about. When we don't feel weighed down by the unnecessary complexities of modern life, we can focus on what truly brings us happiness. Whether that's spending time outdoors, with family, or pursuing a new hobby. Simplifying your life means you are making room for joy and peace, without the distractions that often cloud our vision. There's also a deep sense of self-compassion that comes with embracing simplicity. It's about recognizing that you don't have to constantly do more, have more, or be more to be happy. Sometimes less really is more. When you embrace simplicity, you give yourself permission to enjoy the present moment, free from the need to chase after the next big thing. This is an important reminder that as we age, our value doesn't come from what we accumulate, but from the experiences we create and the relationships we build. By simplifying your life, you'll find that you have more energy, more peace, and more time to focus on the things that truly matter. And that's a beautiful gift to give yourself at any stage of life. As we age, the way we approach life inevitably shifts, but that doesn't mean we have to stop living life to its fullest. Prioritizing your health, embracing simplicity, moderating indulgences, and fostering deeper connections all contribute to leading a more meaningful and balanced life. It's important to remember that this stage of life is not about giving up on enjoyment or pleasure, but rather about choosing the moments that truly matter, investing in quality rest, mindful choices, and connections with others. By taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, you allow yourself the freedom to appreciate the present and prepare for the future with confidence. So, take a step back, evaluate what's truly important, and choose the path that brings peace, joy, and fulfillment. Every day is an opportunity to rewrite your story, to make the most of what you have, and to find contentment in simplicity. Because at the end of the day, it's not the years you add to your life that count, but the life you add to your years.